So here on the channel, we've been focusing on breakdowns of all episodes we love and differences between production codes and air dates from the 2000s era of television. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the hilarious history of teen comedy on two of the biggest players, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. Get ready for an extended trip down memory lane as we explore these networks that shaped our childhood sense of humor, from sketch comedy chaos to sitcom shenanigans, musical aspirations, and even some serious survival tips.
You want to go start the show?
Seems like the right thing to do.
As I mentioned, we're going to be doing something a bit different, like rewinding to the mid-90s, a time of dial-up internet and questionable fashion choices. But amidst the chaos, Nickelodeon dropped the comedic bomb on all of our screens.
Come on, now don't make wave. Just enjoy the funkadelic groove and enjoy the ride, baby. Come on.
Fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's
all that. You know that sketch comedy show? Yeah, that's the one. This was not your average kids show. It was a live-action sketch comedy extravaganza.
Seems that we've all really lucked out.
Yes, it looks like we're all in for some good eating.
I think like Saturday Night Live for a preteen set. Sure, we have adult shows and we have kids shows, but this is the time where we took kids shows and wanted to appeal to the older kids without necessarily getting to the adults.
The media bypassed us completely and just hit Kevin.
Pre-teen shows, tween shows, as the kids say, and I say. The show was like silly, but also gloriously absurd. So random.
Man, I too mess an onion in there. Wow, how did you get an onion in there? Oh!
It launched the careers of comedy powerhouses like Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell.
I know that's right, I know that's right.
Giving us unforgettable characters and catchphrases.
Who are you?
I'm Jack Kemp, Fat Cat.
That are probably still stuck in your heart today. Remember?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That was great. What made all that so groundbreaking was its focus on kids, humor for kids. It wasn't dumbed down either. It was almost resonating with that awkward, hilarious stage of life. It embraced the goofy, the unexpected, and that sheer joy of making each other laugh. Like it was like the TV was our friend trying to poke fun at our lives.
Good heavens!
The fearless approach laid the groundwork for a whole new era of Nickelodeon comedy. One of the most controversial, but still key figures in Nickelodeon's comedic evolution and history was definitely Dan Schneider. Starting with all that and its spin-off Kenan and Kel, Schneider honed a specific brand of comedy, like high-energy performance.
Son.
All right, fine! You caught me! I'm not the hall monitor! In fact, I didn't even go to this school!
Physical humor. Weird dialectic patterns.
Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, pardon l'été de chouin unse. Thanks for the lovely used tissue. Oh!
And even original brand names that usually fall under the ego of Dan Schneider. A lot of their best shows being about bonds between friends and good moral lessons for kids, or at least it used to be. Kenan and Kel took that buddy comedy formula and injected it with a healthy dose of orange soda obsession.
oh, well, see, Kel loves orange soda. Is this true?
Mm-hmm. I do.
To turn your insides bright orange, you'd have to drink 4 or 5 gallons of orange soda every day.
Yeah, Doc, so what's your point?
And the slapstick comedy.
Oh, you need to come with this. No, it's not even going down like that. Not going down like that.
That led to The Amanda Show, a surreal and meta sketch show that pushed the boundaries of what kids' TV could be.
Who are you?
I'm Lowe's, and I'm here to tell you about my young-tastic new cereal, Meatloaf Crunch!
Meatloaf Crunch? Yeah!
The shows were not just funny, but they were an appointment viewing, one that we all gathered around for the TVs in the 2000s to watch.
Sir, what color socks are you wearing?
Well, they're a lovely blue, but what happened to our discussion of the cheeses?
Sir, there's a bug on your shoulder.
A ball! All right.
All of this culminated in the Schneider formula truly hitting its stride in the 2000s and beyond as they hit Drake and Josh.
Good luck, Josh. I hate you, Drake.
Man, iCarly.
Oh no, you don't have a brain, you have nose hairs. What did you do? What was that?
Oh, see, when you have a cat, that's how you get him to stop misbehaving. You just spritz him with some water.
Well, you can't do that to us.
We're not cats.
Yeah, just wait a little while.
And then obviously later Victorious.
Wow, look at me. I'm hideous. Oh, you really think so? Yeah, I totally look like a zombie.
Each inserting a page into the new book of the Schneider universe. We started with Drake and Josh with the iconic Hug Me Brother.
Hug me, brother!
The dynamic between stepbrothers and new families. iCarly tapped into the beginning world of online video, making humor about YouTube and what teens wanted to talk about back in the day.
Why are you obsessed with fat priests? I'm not. I'm obsessed with the fattest priest. The chubby ones mean nothing to me.
Then Victorious brought musical comedy back to the forefront, showcasing the talents of a new generation of performers.
I mean, selling Rex, doesn't that make me a terrible friend?
Man, I'd sell you for half a sandwich.
In a performing arts high school setting. These shows were not just making us laugh, they were reflecting on our evolving world and showcasing the incredible insecurities we might be feeling at that age. While dominated by it, Nickelodeon's comedy landscape in the 2000s wasn't solely defined by the Schneider formula. We had other refined shows too. It's easy to forget the stepping stones like Unfabulous, which centered around the musically inclined Maddie Singer and her everyday teenage struggles.
I can't drive and I can't vote. I can't even pierce my nose. So what does it mean to be 13? I can go to the movies and see PG-13. Can't see them when you're 12.
This show was always relatable to me because I always felt a feminine energy growing up, and being able to communicate through lyrical fantasies like Addie. She just had this romantic view of life where everything was so fantastical, kind of like a Pisces, and I really related to it. The show's humor often came from Addie's internal thoughts and her unique perspective on the world.
Sorry to spoil your fun, Eli, but new and improved Abby doesn't let stupid, childish, idiotic, and stupid nicknames bother her. Yeah, Eli, I did have a good summer. Thanks, Rob.
Along with her catchy original songs about her feelings, these shows, they demonstrated the breadth of Nickelodeon's comedic offerings and catering to different tastes within that teenage audience. This led to shows like Zoey 101, if you guys remember my recent retrospective on that. That offered a slightly different vibe, focusing on more friendships and challenges of boarding school life, maybe relationship humor. I don't know what that show's about to this day. Often a blend of humor and more dramatic storylines. The top tier of the side of Nick was incredibly relatable, like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Boss, it's photo day. Why you dress like a slob? I'm not having my picture taken. You've seen my pictures. They always stink.
Not as bad as mine. I'm the stinking school photo king.
This is consistently funny with its quirky characters and really wacky situations grounded in real school-like struggles. The show offered a lot of advice in a way that wasn't ironic.
Rumors. They're powerful stuff. No matter how weird they are, people still believe them.
In a way that we felt like we could connect to, and for the first time it felt like a how-to video for growing up. In a way that our older generations never really made us feel comfortable around. They were not open to communication, so they gave us these TV shows showing what we should be living like. It definitely showed that comedy can come in non-cynical situations where the characters genuinely look out for each other and try to do their best in school despite their situations, their backgrounds, and relationships that might form. It's all around like a unique addition to the portfolio of Teen Nick. Similarly, if we step back into the 90s era, let's check out the House of Mouse, Disney Channel. The early tween appeal had its foundation. It first started out with the Disney Channel original movies, DCOMs as they call them, with strong comedic elements of lighthearted tones that resonated with the audience in a similar way that Nickelodeon did. Think like quirky sci-fi like Xenon.
Seriously, penis dance, Judy, no one's told you yet?
Tell me what? What happened?
Okay, no reason to go into meltdown mode, but Plank got caught with the navigational charts. Hammond threw him into military jail. Hammond's going on the mega warpath, and if I'm wrong about this whole alien thing, it could be disaster extreme. But sweat minor at Judy, because I'm fully sure everything's gonna be just fine.
Good.
Fantastical adventure like Halloween Town.
So, first time in town for you kids?
Yeah, we just got here on the bus.
Or even the musical comedies like Cheetah Girls.
So, we're still friends, even though the Cheetah Girls are over?
The Cheetah Girls are over. Girl, I can't take no more news flashes. Come on now.
I'm waiting for the real cheetah cheddar with my girls.
Cheetah! Pura vida, mama. Pura vida.
These movies created a shared cultural experience for a generation and kind of helped shape what Disney identifies as and its family-friendly and positive approach to the teenage experience. They were fun and a little bit more cheesy than Nick and always gave us like a feel-good vibe. But as the new millennium dropped, Disney Channel started to focus on its sitcoms and following Nickelodeon's patterns. Much like Nick, Disney had a formula in the mid-2000s that ushered a new wave of hugely popular sitcoms. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody brought us the chaotic adventures of the twin brothers that live in a hotel, with Dylan and Sprouse's comedic timing becoming a defining feature.
Bummer.
I'm pretty sure if we won, Mom would give you a kiss.
Let's bowl.
Then we got Wizards of Waverly Place, which blended fantasy and everyday teenage life, with Selena Gomez leading the family of wizards in this show.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have the time?
Yeah, it's about.
Gotcha, fake a horseus!
Whoop-de-doo, you caught a level 1 monster. When's the parade?
Come on!
And of course, there was Hannah Montana, one of my favorite ones, capturing the zeitgeist of the pop star and double life premise.
Cut it out. Mommy!
Don't be scared.
Stop staring at me, you freak!
Kid thought I was real.
Later shows like Jessie, that fish out of water sitcom in New York City, or like Shake It Up, they captured Disney's tradition of creating engaging family-friendly sitcoms, with being a little less offensive outright. So as we get to the broader range of shows, we can see clearer distinctions and similarities in their comedic approaches, like with Nickelodeon embracing the absurdity and sarcasm with Ned's Declassified or Zoey 101, often slightly edgier and more unconventional than a normal sitcom would be. The Schneider shows maintained their signature high energy and over-the-top style, and Disney Channel did the physical comedy like Even Steven, the aspirational elements with Hannah Montana, and magical premises with Wizards. The humor on Nickelodeon was a lot more at each other, while Disney Channel is more about commentary at the world. So all around, both shows were about big reactions, memorable catchphrases, and a sense of pure, unadulterated fun. So despite their stylistic differences, both networks did create shows that resonated deeply with their audience, allowing people like me to make entire YouTube channels talking about them for hours at a time. Thanks for contributing to my lifestyle. Subscribe, just because they tackled friendship, family, school, and identity in a way that also made us laugh. Comedy is the most important medicine, and I am taking a whole bottle of those pills. They were a significant part of growing up for many of us, shaping our understanding of humor and having us learn to question the preconceived notions that the generations before us would lay out. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like studio audience and laugh tracks, they help me know when to laugh. And I know that sounds like something really obvious and simple, but genuinely, I sometimes don't know when to laugh, and I felt like the Dan Schneider shows trained me to kind of understand the social situations around me, almost made light of them, made them a little less intimidating to experience. Disney Channel gave me a more optimistic mindset, going in with the idea that every person has good intentions and that sometimes things can work out for the better if you pursue persist. And wow, it's just so interesting diving back into these milestones of life, seeing myself grow up through the glass and TV screen of other characters all throughout time. I could feel myself getting older. The impact of these 2000s shows from Nick and Disney, the comedy is just undeniable. They built upon that foundation that early Disney Channel DComs would have, or all of that started with on Nickelodeon. Like, it was the golden age of tween television and continues to be fondly remembered and often revisited in the form of streaming services or our conversations. Whether you're quoting Spencer Shea and his latest sculpture,
Key on Carl? Turn that off!
I am trying! It's a stupid card! Don't look at the side!
to dreaming, living the sweet life on Disney.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the spot. Whew, thanks, honey. You were right. I was tense.
They were the soundtrack of my laughter for my formative years. And they paved the comedy by bringing the mainstream for kids to enjoy, for kids to feel like they can laugh along with adults and that the world is not such a small place and our experiences aren't so limited to only just us. Young audiences were smarter than anybody ever gave them credit for before, and Disney Channel and Nickelodeon drew attention to the young minds that we became. With both shows attempting to recapture the magic they once had, it hasn't really gone incredible, but obviously we share our stories that Nickelodeon shared with us, and that is kind of how we keep learning, keep growing, and through laughter, we all get better as people. We always will, and I guess that's just how we do it. Thanks Nickelodeon and Disney Channel for giving us the confidence to actually look at the world and have a laugh. Now I assign each of you to laugh for 10 minutes a day, and it will be homework. I don't care if you're going through something that day, just laugh for 10 minutes. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to these videos. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And have a great day.